Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome to another episode of Next Step Espresso, your daily shot of fitness. I am your host, as always, Johnny Landals from Next Step Nutrition, bringing you the podcast that helps you overcome the industry confusion and get results for good. Today, we're on episode 348. A lot of the time, I get asked about giving people specifics when it comes to what they eat. Right, just tell me what to eat and when. That's all I need. I just need someone to write it down so that I can follow it, not have to think about it, and get on with my life. And I can understand this to an extent, right? Nutrition these days is quite complicated. Well, it's not, right? It's not complicated, but it seems to be because of the way the world works. The media is always giving out some enemy that we need to get rid of. You know, just on this morning, there was a guy saying that calorie counting doesn't work, breakfast is bad for you, and everyone should fast, right? Blanket statements like that are really, really useless. And all it does is serve to add to this confusion. People are then thinking, well, I just need someone to tell me what to do. And I get that. But I want you to ask if it's really what you need. For some people, it is, right? Some people are very busy, they've got a lot on their minds, and they don't want to have to think about it. And if this is you, and you have a fair bit of expendable income, then right now, getting meal prep and getting it delivered to your door and having it worked out for you and getting the team nutritionist on that meal prep to say, look, just give me this many calories, this much protein, and I'll just eat that. Then do it, right? Because it will get you results. You won't have to think about it. And just like Barack Obama used to wear the same colour suit every day, it was one decision that he didn't have to worry about making. Your brain does get tired with more and more decisions over time. So if that's you, for a short period of time, that can work, right? If you're going to do that for the rest of your life, that's fine. Whatever. You could achieve the same thing by getting a bunch of ready meals from Sainsbury's, adding a bunch of frozen veggies, and just doing that every meal. Every meal, just being like, right, I'm having omelette, veggies. Right, this meal, beef hot pot, veggies. Be cheaper, and you'd get the same results. So that's one way as well. But when you're asking for meal plans, and you're going to be cooking your own food still, now we need to talk about, well, is this really what you need? Is this really what you want? Because it's easy to follow a meal plan until you don't want to follow that meal plan anymore. When you don't want to go to a party and take Tupperware of eggs and veggies, and you don't want to look like a dickhead bringing chicken and rice and broccoli, and I'm talking about the most bro meals ever, like my meal plans never have things like that, right? So, but you don't want to take your own spaghetti bolognese to a party because you have the exact calories there, right? It's just not what you want to do. Unless you're a professional athlete and you're getting on stage or you need to be shredded by a certain point, you shouldn't be avoiding social occasions or taking your own food to social occasions in any way, shape or form. And meal plans massively destroy autonomy, right? You're listening to an external cue of this plan as opposed to the internal cues of whether you're fucking hungry or not. And this is one of the biggest issues in today's society, is that we're so used to external cues for everything. We're like, right, my Fitbit says that I haven't slept enough. My watch says I've only done X amount of steps, but my target's this much. My fitness pal says that I need this many calories, or this meal plan says I need this many calories. You completely lose traction with your internal cues, right? You're like, oh, well, I don't need to sleep because I've got this many hours. Oh, I don't need to rest because my training load only says this. Oh, I don't need to eat because I don't have calories left or whatever, even though I'm hungry. So if you completely lose your inner messaging, your complete autonomy, you are fucked. Like, what do you do with a meal plan when you're eating out, or when you go on holiday, or you have dinner at a friend's or go to a party? You just can't do it, right? You say fuck it to the meal plan and you go into sabotage mode because your idea of healthy eating is now wrapped up with this meal plan. And we do offer them at Next Step Nutrition in the right way. We might give people templated options where we say pair this type of food with this type of food at these times or at these meals, or just to give people a framework, or we can give someone an example meal plan to say, look, this many calories looks like this, and if you're eating similarly to this regularly, you're going to be okay. But that's just following the principles of knowing how much energy you're having on a daily basis, making sure you're eating a bit more protein than the UK government says we should do, and make sure we're eating plenty of plants, right? Food not too much, mostly plants. It's really what we sum up nutrition as. And whether you get that from meal prep, whether you get that from ready meals and frozen meals, whether you cook everything from scratch, those principles will always remain the same. Thank you guys for listening to this episode of Next Step Espresso. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this episode, I would love it if you could share it. So share it on social media, share it with a friend, or even give us a rating and or review on iTunes, because that really helps us grow the show, get to more people, and it just makes us feel good that you guys like it. So thank you for listening. I hope you have a great Wednesday. A reminder that one-to-one coaching spots are open now. So if you want our team to help you change your life, now is the chance for you to do so. Have a great Wednesday. I'll see you again tomorrow for another daily shot of fitness.